Hello, Brigadiers and Brigadettes and hockey fans alike. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to my channel. Now let's jump into some hockey content. Hello everybody, it is Monday and I didn't think I'd be able to get a video out, but it appears I will. We're going to be covering whether or not Tony DeAngelo could be a fit for the Boston Bruins. Before I start off, please like and subscribe. We are growing and things are going well and the videos are doing well, so that is great. Thank you for your support. Also, I just wanted to say, there's a noise you hear in the background but can't figure out where it's coming from. It's not from our apartment, it's from another apartment, so I apologize for that. But with that being said, let's just jump on into this video, which could be a little bit shorter than normal ones. So yes, right off the bat, three things. The first is, I know Tony DeAngelo is basically out of control, and if the rumors are true that he had a physical altercation with Alexander Georgiev is true, then obviously that's, even more of an issue. It appears it is. It seems like David Quinn said even that was true. He also said that there was no, quote, last straw, and it's been a series of events for DeAngelo. I know that he said and done some things that are definitely not going to be allowed to happen if he goes to another team. Luckily for people, he deleted his Twitter and went on to a different social media account, which is a little bit more, it's just a little bit smaller, so I think it'll be less focused on. But yeah, he's definitely not going to be able to do things that he's done before like that on Twitter. The second thing is, I know the Bruins don't have enough cap space right now to get him, but they could do the necessary moves in order to get him on the team if they wanted to. The Bruins have about $2.3 million in cap space right now, and then DeAngelo's cap hit is $4.8 million, so if they could find a way to get it done, they may consider it. Third, I know he's not Torrey Krug, and that's for a variety of reasons. The thing is, he doesn't play on the left side like Torrey Krug. I am aware of that he's a right defenseman, plays on the right side. But he still provides plenty of offensive value, and the team could use him from their blue line. As in general, they rank 16th in the league for goals per game. Is he worse than Torrey Krug was defensively? Yes, absolutely. It's not like Krug was amazing defensively, but yes, Tony is not good defensively. But the team needs some offensive spark from their decor, and while Charlie McAvoy is a great two-way defenseman, he probably could use a breather here or there, as he's playing about 25 minutes per night. So, he could use a minute off. Outside of McAvoy, I don't really think there's a Bruins defenseman that could match the offensive production that Tony does. And even then, I think that McAvoy obviously is a little bit below that. I'm sure that some would say Charlie Coyle, but Charlie Coyle really hasn't provided that type of production in a few years. He still provides positive offensive production, but not to the point where it matches Tony DeAngelo's. Also, I know you're going to say Krug is a better passer, but Tony has shown that he can dish out the puck from time to time. He's pretty decent. And then for the thing where I said he plays on the right side, it's a new game. Obviously, this isn't the traditional 70s, 80s, where you would stick usually more to your own side. You can shift around, and Tony will do that. I'll see him swoop around the left side, even go underneath the net, and then circle back around. So it's not as big of a deal. I'm sure that obviously it wouldn't work out seamlessly, but I'm sure they could figure out something if they wanted to get this deal done. And obviously DeAngelo could slide in on the right side of the top power play unit and do some special things. I know obviously that the Rangers have a pretty great top power play unit, but so does Boston, so he could go from one great power play situation right into the next. And for the people that say, oh, well, a lot of his bread and butter is off the power play, guess what? You could go to Boston and get that same production probably. So that'd be good. And then I know the Bruins aren't particularly weak on the right side of the blue line, but the team does need some life offensively, 5-on-5. DeAngelo does provide more value than Krug did offensively, 5-on-5. The only bad thing is he is a liability defensively, so you'd have to pair him with somebody that could probably keep him out of trouble. So I don't know how that would work either as well. So it is one of those things. It could be a move that would work for the Bruins in their favor over time once they got adjusted. I still don't think it would absolutely put them above teams like Colorado, Tampa Bay, and Vegas. But, crazier things have happened where they could get past Tampa Bay, something like that. I do think it would give them more offensive depth, a lot more offensive depth, and would help them out in case of injuries. You obviously have more depth. I'm not sure where Tony would pair up not on the power play, but obviously that's a Boston thing to decide. I'm not, in Boston. I'm not running the team, so they would figure out where he would, be paired up outside of the top power play unit. And it's a tough situation because obviously a lot of people see Boston's championship window as closing soon. And obviously they've secured one title with this team in 2011 against the Canucks. And then they went to two more where they lost to the Blackhawks in 2013. And then they lost to the champion St. Louis Blues in 7 games where they lost in Boston. That had to be a heartbreaker for Bruins fans. But then on the other end, do you really want to deal with Tony? He comes in, he causes issues that weren't there before. That could be an issue. I guess the only thing you could say about that is the core is a little bit older, so they could possibly ignore Tony's antics long enough to potentially win another cup. The thing is, he's not going to be able to go in there and, go after Tuukka Rask. That is not going to fly in this organization. So we'll see how that goes. And, Boston actually has shown interest. I haven't talked about that yet, but Boston has shown legitimate interest in getting him. They're one of the 4 teams that have shown that they're looking at Tony right now. And again, obviously you have the off-the-ice issues you really have to cover. It's going to be a major decision for any team if they end up picking him up, because you have a defenseman who was 4th in the league last season offensively for points. So do you take him and make your team better, or do you, obviously you have to deal with the antics, or do you pass on him and not have to worry about the antics? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I think the Bruins would probably be a decent fit for Tony, but who knows? Maybe they should stay away. Maybe they should, say, we've got good team chemistry. We've got a team that possibly could contend for a cup. Let's not jinx things. What do you think? Should Tony DeAngelo get picked up by the Boston Bruins? Obviously, it is your opinion, and you're allowed to say your opinion. Anyway, with that being said, just let me know down in the comments below if you think Tony should go to the Bruins, or if you think nobody should pick him up. That's also an opinion as well. Everybody stay safe, have a great day, and stay away from COVID. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes, and hockey fans in general. This is your captain signing off. Have a great week.